So there's a Bumblebee movie on the horizon, and I finally got around to watching the trailer. So when the Bumblebee trailer dropped, my initial reaction was nothing. Had no need to watch it. Didn't care to. Not even out of morbid curiosity. But then my boy Tyler texted me and asked me if I saw it yet. Texted. Because he knows I ignore half my Facebook messages, and when somebody texts me, that really catches my attention. So here's a little background information for you. Tyler is an avid Beast Wars fan and the quintessential G1 hater. So he was telling me to watch this thing for one of two reasons. Either he doesn't hate G1 as much as his online persona lets on, and he knows how much I love G1. So maybe he thought I might enjoy the hell out of this trailer. Or it was going to be a real train wreck and he wanted to see what kind of hot-headed message I was going to send him back after I watched this dumpster fire. But then, the next message came up. That made me drop everything I was doing and head straight to YouTube to watch it. And I gotta tell you, I was disturbingly pleased with what I saw. Yeah, that's right, I said it. Let me point out a handful of things I saw and liked. The movie's based in 1987. And I'm gonna tell you something, that was a fantastic year. Full of awesome music. Mostly. That also might have been the year that I actually discovered that girls didn't have cooties. Most girls don't. But I digress. So it seems that this movie is happening before Michael Bay comes along to ruin everything. But still, a positive note. Right out of the gate, look at our boy Bumblebee. Now I realize that he's been crammed down our collective throat a little bit too much over the last couple of years. But this Bumblebee's different. He's not the big badass Camaro bot that has very little to do with the original character. He's now a VW Beetle. Smaller, probably not as strong and not as dangerous. And honestly, that's how Bumblebee should be. He was always the little guy, the underdog. I mean, that was the character that many of us identified with as kids. Not only was he back to being a VW bug in alt mode, but in robot mode, he didn't look like that prototypical Baybot that looked like a giant metal insect standing on its hind legs. I like what I saw. I really did. I mean, he looks, dare I say it, like a robot. And I'd be willing to bet that when you see him in this movie in fight scenes, you might actually be able to tell what the hell's going on. Now, for all you nitwits that think that we, the G1ers, hate everything that isn't exactly as we remember it in 1984, you're wrong. I'd be willing to bet that many people share my opinion on this one. I'm alright with the designs I saw in the trailer. I mean, it wasn't straight up G1, but it was G1-ish enough that it looks like new director Travis Knight didn't wipe his ass with everything the fan base has come to know and love over the last 30 years. Here's something else I found interesting as hell. Go back and watch the trailer again. Guess what we didn't have? Yeah, that's right. 25 explosions in 2 minutes. As a matter of fact, we didn't even see one. Some bullets flying? Yeah. A helicopter on fire? Sure. But explosions? Not a one. I mean, yeah, I'm sure something is gonna blow up in this film. I'm positive. But by the looks of the trailer, it appears like this film is gonna try to survive on character development and a well-written story. Something that we, the Transformer fans, are just not used to. I mean, the last time that kind of happened was in 1986. Oh, and another thing. Remember Starscream? Not that Starscream. This Starscream. Well, let me tell you something. I always make it a point to let everybody know that when I make these videos, I'm only sharing my opinion. You are free to agree and disagree with anything that I have to say. Variety is what makes the world go around, folks. But in this case, I'm stating a fact. That Bayverse Starscream is a giant, poorly designed, steaming pile of horse doo-doo. And his new look, or should I say, his old look that we saw in the trailer, had the hair on my arm standing up. He sure did look a lot more like the Starscream that we all know and love. God damn, that made me happy. Also, John Cena made an appearance in the trailer. But I didn't see him. On a little side note, the girl tries to give Bumblebee a Rick Astley tape, and he spits that shit out after 3 seconds. Should've given him some Motley Crue, silly girl. With that being said, at least that we know our favorite yellow Autobot from Season 1. Our second favorite yellow Autobot from Season 1 has decent taste in music. So now what? Well, here's my thoughts going forward. This movie still takes place in the dreaded Bayverse, and the Bayverse is on death row. So ultimately, I think this movie just might be a test. They may be feeling out the fan base and giving us something different and seeing how we're going to react to it. and how we react just may affect whatever reboot is possibly down the line. And this is very important. Why, you ask? Well, my friend and co-host on our podcast, Blackout Shout, made a very interesting observation a couple episodes ago. The toy line is going into its third and final phase of the Prime Wars trilogy. The Bayverse is ending. The IDW comics just got canceled. I mean, we are very much in danger of a world without Transformers. What are we going to do? I mean, I'll have stuff to do. There's always going to be Mario Kart, girls with big boobs, and baseball. Yes, I know most of you guys are only interested in one of those things. But anyways, the fate of the future of Transformers just may rest heavily on our little yellow friend's shoulders. There are a few of my friends that are choosing to expect it to suck. That way, if it turns out good, they can be pleasantly surprised. I myself am staying on the side of cautious optimism. It may end up being terrible, but from now till then, I'm just going to enjoy the anticipation. Good luck and Godspeed, you little bastard. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you like what you saw, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, click the bell. That way you'll get a notification every time I upload some new content. If you hate what you saw, make sure you head to the comment section and say something nasty about my mom. You dick. See you next time. More to come.